Hi, thank you for tuning in. I'm Felicia Waugh with Gateway Real Estate, and today I'm going to give you 7 quick tips to repair your house when you are looking at selling it and putting it on the market. So the first would be to make obvious repairs. So even minor repairs can make a buyer wonder what else is wrong with your house, and it's really important to fix those obvious things. So things that come to mind would be a squeaky door. That's going to be their first impression. Just get out the WD-40 and fix that right away. Other things would be like replace all of the light bulbs to your house. A lot of the stuff usually is outside, so if you have gutters that are falling apart or peeling paint, chipped paint, or maybe your fascia board looks a little bit rotten, those are really important. And here in the Pacific Northwest, oftentimes very common in older houses just because of the weathering factor. So take a really close look outside of your home at every aspect of it, and just with a microscope, just try and zone in on those areas in the outside of your house that need attention, because those also could get called out during the appraisal process. So it's really important that you do that before listing it. Just makes the entire process easier. Other things inside is hot water heater straps and CO2 detectors and smoke detectors. You're always going to need those, and they're super cheap and super easy to do, so just handle it right away. And then just anything glaringly obvious, if there's holes in the drywall, if there's bare wood showing on the floor, leaky faucets, anything like that, make it a high maintenance zone that you're going to take care of all of those honeydews that have been on the back of the list. And if you need to hire a contractor, go ahead and do that, because it's just going to make such a big difference when that buyer walks through your house if you get all of that handled beforehand and before the photographs are taken. All right, so enough about making obvious repairs. Next would be to declutter and depersonalize. So put away the kids' drawings. They're really cute and adorable, but put away like family photos if you can. Anything that is like clutter or knickknacks or things that personalize it to you. The buyer wants to be able to envision themselves in the house. Next thing is add curb appeal. So fresh beauty bark, gravel, maybe some flowers, really easy to read house numbers. Super important. At like as many spots on your property as you can put the house numbers. It is so helpful. The next thing would be to deep clean. I really recommend a professional cleaner, and oftentimes my sellers don't want to do that. They don't want to spend the money, but that is like one of the best things that you can do to get your house ready to list, because professional cleaners are just that, and they see dirt and grime that you don't notice when you're living in the house every single day, but that other people are going to notice when they walk through it. The photographer can make it look clean, but for showings, it is really important to have it spick and span. Cleaning all of the molding and getting those dust bunnies and wiping down every single cabinet inside and out, washing the windows, all of that kind of stuff is just so time consuming. Even like taking down your light fixtures and giving them a good wash is going to make a huge difference for how your house presents during showings. And then brighten up. So for photos and showings, open all of the windows, turn on all of the lights. Again, make sure all of your light bulbs are changed out and shining brightly. That's going to make it look so much better. And then next is keeping smells to a minimum. So even things that, if they don't necessarily smell, but they make people think of a bad smell, such as dog beds or crates, litter boxes, diaper pails, garbage cans, put those away as much as you possibly can during showings and photographs. Just put those away and then keep the smells to a minimum. You don't want any overpowering smells, even if they are good, because it might make them think, what are they trying to cover up? So if you do use any scents, just maybe like a light lemon or like fresh linen type of scent would be a good idea, but just don't have it be too overpowering. And it's always a good idea to have like maybe your real estate agent come and take a smell test on your house, because it is really easy to go nose blind. Sometimes I like go into my dad's house and I'm like, oh, Dad, like what is going on in here? He's gonna watch this and be like, why'd you rat me out? But it's easy when you're there every single day to just get used to that smell. So having someone else come in and give you the opinion, I try and be nice about it. But that's a good idea too. And then the next thing is to lightly stage. So a lot of times you can just use what you have, or maybe if it's a vacant house, you want to hire a stager. I have a lot of great stagers that can help us out with that. And most of the time professional staging isn't needed. You can just lightly stage it yourself, but it does help, and it just makes it feel a little bit more cozy and homey. And if it's a small space, it's a really good idea to have it professionally staged, because then they can see how they should be using that space, because sometimes it can be hard to like picture a table or a couch in a certain area if it's kind of a abnormal size. So those are some of your quick tips and 7 steps to get your house ready to list and on the market, and just basic practical things that I always tell my sellers. I hope that that was helpful to you, and if you have any questions, you can always feel free to reach out to me. I hope that you will like, comment, and subscribe to my channel and get updates. Again, I'm Felicia Waugh with Gateway Real Estate. Thanks.